Have you seen a man making a storybook? Doug crafted one about Selma. She nearly jumped for joy. But just as Doug was gearing up to confess, a man swooped and like a surprise ninja turns out, Selma was already hitched. Her husband was the owner of the theater. Doug forced a smile while his heart was doing the heartbreak tango. Back at the shelter, her emotions hit the roof, and she felt like a furious mouse, realizing she was just a hot mess. She flung her wheelchair away and stood up like a warrior, thrashing at thin air until she collapsed, striking a heroic pose. The dogs hastily rushed to Doug's side, as if saying, "Hey, don't be sad. We're still by your side supporting you." Gradually, she found her peace. She chopped off her long hair, gearing up for a fresh start, because a herd of fur babies needed her love. But lo and behold, the government decided to shut down her sanctuary, apparently wanting to sell the land to developers. See talk about a dog-eat-dog world. The staff suggested Doug look for another job, as if saying, "Barrett, I'd be better off working for the dogs." So, Doug and her furry crew found a derelict building, like a new home for her fluff balls. But soon, the food issue reared its ugly head. Feeding so many mouths was no walk in the park. Doug stumbled upon a job ad at a dance troupe, thinking, why not give it a whirl? Unfortunately, the stage manager sized her up like she was the star villain in a performance spectacle. Doug tried to pitch herself, saying, "I'm a Shakespeare whiz, and I can belt a few tunes." But the manager scrunched up his face, saying, "We don't have any room for clowns performing in wheelchairs here." Doug wasn't having it. Like spring flowers blooming, she stood up confidently, moving the audience. As the host enthusiastically introduced Doug to take the stage, the moment the music began to play, her voice, as clear and unique as the spring, instantly captivated everyone on the scene like a charming fountain, mesmerizing and enchanting them deeply. Amidst the cheers, others hurriedly wheeled her off the stage, as if transporting a superstar. Performing weekly, though her earnings were skimpy, life got a tad better for her furry crew. So, the clever pups devised a plan C: rob the rich to save the poor, embarking on a grand heist on the wealthy. Under Mickey's leadership, they raked in the goods, while Doug struggled with a guilty conscience. But the surge in missing valuables caught the insurance company's eye. Claims from the wealthy turned into a hilarious fiasco. Ackerman was tasked with the investigation, donning his best Sherlock Holmes hat as he dug in. He uncovered footage of the dog's stellar performances and was left utterly baffled. Following the trail to Doug, Ackerman was shocked to see her shining on stage. Was she the prime suspect? Ackerman made an attempt to befriend Doug, however, she was utterly having none of it. After a brief chat, Ackerman trailed behind her, keeping his fresh lead quiet from the police. Armed with his troublemaking intentions, Ackerman entered the dilapidated building. Doug hastily concealed the pups, preparing for an exhilarating and thrilling showdown. Ackerman ditched any gentlemanly manners, threatening Doug to hand over her treasure. He found a box brimming with gold and jewels inside the cabinet, grinning like a Cheshire cat with secret delight. Just as he plotted to pocket the treasures, 2 Irish wolfhounds emerged, barking like thunder. In the blink of an eye, Ackerman was transformed into dog food. What a tremendous bite in the behind it was. But Aaron keenly sensed Doug's tale and decided to report it to the cops. Once the report was submitted to the table, Doug's escapades truly seemed like an exquisite crime comedy. It seemed like everything was topsy-turvy due to Doug's actions, and the pups felt there was a thief in their midst. Doug's antics left everyone perplexed, like a confused clown in a comedy show. Confronted with immense pressure, Doug knew that giving it her absolute all was what truly mattered. Her performance was still a source of mixed emotions, resembling a truly absurd and farce-like spectacle. The convoluted plot development left everyone utterly speechless, truly a surprising jaw-dropper. The pups did their utmost to protect Doug, as if saying, "We've got your back." Overcoming obstacles, the pups banded together against the thugs with fierce determination. A thug tried to sneak in through the doggy door, only to encounter a mean hound. Doug shouted excitedly, "No one messes with my fur babies, ever." In an instant, the big beard was scared and retreated hastily, while the pups seemed to have activated their hunt mode, immediately initiating their counterattack. With a chorus of barks echoing, the thugs fled in a state of panic, truly presenting a hilariously chaotic and laughable scene. Ultimately, unity was the strength as the pups launched a fierce counterattack. The drowning mob boss finally realized he met his match, regretting he didn't bring enough backup. After the fierce fight, he was left standing alone, while Doug nearly lost her life in the scuffle. The pup showed their skills, taking down the pursuing big bad, truly a guard dog performance. After the battle, Doug and her fur babies prepared to escape this den of troubles. If you enjoy stories brimming with adventure and laughter, don't forget to like and subscribe.